Hello YouTube, it's me Brittany, and today I want to talk to you guys about how I use stand-up comedy as an opportunity to teach people about transgender things. So before I do that, I want to say thanks to all 500 plus of you that have already subscribed. We're coming up on being a year old, this channel, and I just love all of you. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and go back and watch all of my other videos, as well as you can see all the videos in the future. I talk about all types of fun things. But anyways, you can't do that if you don't hit subscribe. Now, today's topic, first, I want to tell you guys I have shows coming up tomorrow night, Wednesday, August 12th, as well as Thursday night, Thursday, August 13th, and then next Wednesday, August 19th. All shows that you can watch. And I'm going to put the links for you to be able to purchase tickets in the comments for this video. So please check the comments if you are interested in watching some of my stand-up comedy. Luckily, in today's Corona COVID world, we have figured out a way to have this comedy festival virtually, which is allowing us to have comics from all over the world perform from right inside their own house, and just come to you wherever you are at in the world as well. However, we are asking that you purchase tickets because we are struggling entertainers who, are broke. So we are kind of asking for the tickets to be purchased. I do have discount tickets I will put available in the comments again. However, before you can watch my comedy, you have to understand the type of jokes I tell. So here is my set lists. It's 2 pages, front and back. This is about 15 to 20 minutes of stand-up material. Now, granted, these shows that I'm doing, I'm only doing 5-minute sets for each show that I'm in, and so are the other comics. So you may watch a show that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, like tomorrow's show, and it's only going to be an hour, even though should be 8 or 9 comics performing in that, will only have 5 minutes each. And then there's an LGBT showcase on Thursday night that starts at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Remember, the time zones does matter, so wherever you are, you'll have to adjust your time to be able to watch it, but you can watch it directly from your phone. Once again, I will put those links in the comments. Now, my comedy is basically very much about me, which is where I really kind of feel comedy should come from. When you're writing comedy, like, I personally don't try to attack other people. I love to attack myself because things happen in my everyday life that I think are fucking hilarious. So I tell those things. Well, being trans, that means some of those things that happen to me are very trans-specific things. So I like to use my comedy to educate people on the way I'm treated sometimes and how I respond to those things, as well as just on basic facts of what being trans is like that most people don't know. Remember, my ultimate goal when starting this channel was to educate people, because we cannot make a difference and become accepted further in society if we don't continue to educate people about transgender issues and just what transgender is, because unfortunately a lot of the population in the world just doesn't understand it, just doesn't know anything about it at all, because it's never been a part of their education. So we have to be able to take a little abuse sometimes, suck it up. I hate to say it like that because I'm the first person that'll complain. I always do. But suck up a little bit of abuse and take the time to try to educate. Now, I don't say, like, if they're being overly abusive to you, that that's acceptable. However, if it's a friend of yours and they're saying something that you feel is inappropriate, they won't know that, maybe. Tell them. Speak up. You have to be able to speak up. And that's the only way we can make a change. So I try to use my comedy. I get a lot of flack because sometimes I say things that are really considered offensive in the trans community. And I back that up because I say, hey, look, I'm taking back those offensive things by making jokes about them. So, I actually make a joke based off the fact that I don't like being called a tranny. For one, I don't identify as an engine part, I identify as a woman. However, if a man is going to, insist on calling me a tranny, then I guess I'll treat him like one. I'll charge him way too much to put it in, and then I'll break down halfway home. See, that is a small little joke that I tell. Now, granted, some people will be offended by that, and you can, that's fine, but comedy can be offensive. But what I do with that is I take that word back. So if I have a bunch of cis people in the audience that are thinking that as a negative term for me, I just took it back. I'm like, look, you can call that to me all you want, but here's how I'm going to respond to that. It doesn't make me angry. It just makes me know more about who you are. But then I also go on to tell jokes about surgery and how surgery works and what we actually do and what the actual process for hormone and all those things are. So I make jokes about all types of transitional things going on within my life, as well as, random things about dating while trans and things like that. But the whole purpose of why I put my sets together the way I do is so that maybe I can open the eyes of someone in the audience who just maybe was really uncomfortable with trans things, just never really experienced it, but now they came to a show, they got the experience of running into a transgender comic, and immediately this trans comic points out what they think is strange to them but makes it funny, and now they're laughing. Now they're open to listening, because when someone's laughing and having a good time, they're more open to listening to what you have to say. So that's what I try to do with comedy. I try to basically get them laughing and on my side, and then somewhere in these bits, I mix in very, very important educational tidbits within the comedy that now they've heard, and now later on, whenever they're having a conversation, they might remember that little tidbit that they heard from the trans comic because they were laughing and they thought it was funny, and they remember that that's what that person said in that joke. And now when they see it happen in real life, they can go, oh wow, she was not just telling a joke, she was really telling me what her life experiences are like, and now I understand why I have to maybe change a little. So that's my ultimate goal when I stand up on the stage to tell comedy. I know that sometimes I say things that other trans people may be extremely offended by, but I do that in a way to just take those offensive things back, because I don't like them to be offensive. And in order for all of those offensive things to be not offensive anymore, we just have to take them back. And this is my way of doing that. Once again, if you are interested in seeing more of my comedy, I have 3 shows coming up. August 12th tomorrow night at 5 p.m. August 13th Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. August 19th, I believe it's at 6 p.m. next week, Wednesday. Those are all Pacific Standard Times. I will put the links to purchase tickets and the links for the flyers for those shows so you can see any of the other comics that are performing as well. Into the comments section of this video. I will have this video posted hopefully by 10 o'clock tonight, so that way you guys can purchase tickets for tomorrow's show. Thanks for watching, guys. I love every single one of you. Please don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can follow along with all types of, not just my comedy, but all types of LGBT topics that I talk about. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Remember, Facebook, Brittany Rose, Twitter, at Brittany Rose 2, Instagram, Brittany Rose, all those things. Like, you can always follow me, as well as, just have a wonderful, safe fucking day. I love you guys. Bye-bye.